Hello and welcome to this very rainy episode of this Manor Lords Let's Play series. We are about to contest this bandit camp, which could be pretty integral for how this ends up playing out. Hildebolt's men are already on the way. We need to assemble our troops here. So let's get those guys ready. And we'll get those guys running in as well. So this is a pretty important bandit camp. It's in the only uncontested region so far. But Hildebolt's only sending 2 lots of units here, so we will have slight number superiority. But what's going to happen is I'm actually going to send these archers in just to bait him out a little bit. We need to bait out these... Oh, we're too late. Or maybe not. Maybe not. These guys can come in. And they can steal this as soon as Hildebolt's done the work for us here. And there you go. Into our treasury. 131. I can't remember how much we spent on the mercs. I don't think these guys are going to attack our troops, actually. No, they're just going straight home, and we can send these guys home as well. And these guys can come back. So it's really cheeky, but you might say it's a real cheese tactic. But you have to secure these bandit camps. It's good, really good fuel. It's really good influence. It's a good amount for the treasury. 131's a bit on the low side, to be honest. But it all adds up, and it all really counts. So I highly recommend doing that if you can. So we're back over here in this new region. We're upgrading these houses right now. Woodcutter's Lodge is looking pretty decent. We don't have anyone over there, so I'm just going to move someone around. And we definitely need someone on the granary. So it is always a little bit of a tough start. We only have 1 food supply at the moment, and that hasn't been built yet. I think just for very short term, I'll take those guys off. How are we looking on timber as well? Let's take that guy off as well. And we'll just get everything built. We want to get these houses finished. We want more people moving in as soon as possible. We've got a decent, well, 50% approval, so some people will move in. And that is a pretty good foundation for us to get started on, really. And we can also have a path down here to this mine, because we want to start getting through that as soon as possible. We don't have any planks, though. But that's fine. I'll finish that stuff building. That should be all good. And how are we doing over here? So look at our regional wealth now. Look at that. That has absolutely shot up through the amount of trade that we're doing. We're selling so many shoes. We've still got 145 shoes. We don't have any leather left, though, so it is all getting made into shoes, which is good. I'm going to stick another person on the hunter camp because that seems to have replenished quite nicely. Okay, let's get that done through taxes, so that will reduce our approval rate, but right now it's very, very high, so I'm really pleased with that. And we can afford to start this commodity import, so we're going to import ale here. We'll get a little trade route for that sorted, and it's costing us 18 a pop, which is quite a lot, but I want to have, let's just say 20 ale. That should get us to a nice spot. And we'll see how this climbs with the 20% tax. But we do want to start getting these to level 3s. We only need 2, or we need 3 actually, for the next development point, where we will spend that on orchardry, which is why we've built this new house. I think we'll upgrade that. Let's just build some more actually. Oh, we need these supplies to be picked up first. I'm going to have to wait for that, but let's get that upgraded in the meantime. But everyone seems pretty happy. I know they've recently done a marketplace rework, and I have to say, I'm really noticing it. I'm really noticing how much better it is than it was before. It's awesome, honestly. I'm really pleased with the updates, and I haven't actually seen these new taverns, because taverns get they get 2 levels now, as far as I remember. So we'll see how they are. Let's just remove this annoying path. I'm gonna pre-build this tavern. Let's just whack it there. We actually don't need this bloomery because we've got no iron or anything to work with, so we can demolish that. And we'll just put a slight path back through there. And clay furnace. Oh, we've not got any clay left. It's all roof tiles. So we can get these guys off of that and get rid of that as well. This just allows us to focus where we're putting people a lot better. And actually, I'm going to get 2 people on that granary and take 1 off of this one. That's nice and upgraded. We've got loads of storage there now, which is amazing. We will need another storehouse soon, but not just yet. So I'm actually really pleased with this. We're just expanding slowly but surely. How is this logging camp looking? Okay. And for planks, we've got 84 planks. We've got 80 timber. So I think I'm actually... Because planks are very, very useful, I'm going to change this to 150. Let's just go nuts. And I'll take 1 person off of this logging camp as well. And we'll put another person back on this forester's hut. Woodcutter's lodge. We're still doing really good for fuel, so that's good. So let's keep that going. And these guys, as I mentioned before, they're not going to make it to farming for this season, but it is going to put us in a really good stead for next season. So we just want to get all the key things sorted here. So we want a good amount of fuel and food. And we need all of this getting upgraded as soon as we can too. Do we have 2 oxen? Yeah, so I'm going to turn these into veggie plots. Always useful. And this hasn't been built yet. I'm going to put that as a high priority because we really just want to get that done. And we do need planks, so we'll need a saw pit for this area as well. Well, that squeezes quite nicely into there. Am I going to want a path through there? Probably not, but it might be useful to have it near the saw pit. So, or this building here. So let's just put it there. Have a nice little road connecting those. I don't know why it often sends me here when I press T, but I guess this is that's the region that we aren't currently building in. We could build in this. Look, our treasury has gone up massively. We could already start building in this region. We definitely have enough wealth to do so. It would get us off to a really good start. I'm extremely tempted. And we could then start unlocking this iron deposit as a deep iron deposit. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is what we're here playing for. I love these snap decisions. So let's just, I think we'll build. We want to be near-ish the food. Let's have a look in terms of fertility. Absolutely garbage. Nice. Let's just build on this side of the road over here in this open space. We use this a little bit for our wood supply, and then we're not too far from the food either. And I think we'll build our initial houses around here as well. And I'm going to go for the average one. I think it's worth it for the extra tools in the long run, and the extra stone and everything. We do have a rich deposit of stone. Having said that, but I mean, it gives you a quicker start, I guess. Is it worth it? Do you know what? I'm actually just going to go for the basic. I'm just going to go for the basics to save our treasury, actually. So we'll get nice and settled in this brand new region. So we're now in 3 regions. We're very quickly expanding out here, which is nice. Oof, that water supply is a way off. Okay, that's good. Oh, we could build it in the woods. Interesting potential there. Tell you what, I'm going to build a path directly to that, and that's a little bit of a nice cutoff. So we could build some. I like to plan a tiny bit, you know. Let's have that loop round there to that path, and we can build some houses in this region, and obviously set our logging camp nice and close. Which side should we do it? Let's do it on this side, and granary over here, storage over here. Probably around here is going to be good for a market, but that should be enough for them to get building for now. And our hunting camp, get that over there, and I want that as the top priority as well. So there we are. We've got 3 regions now. I think Hildebolt is going to have to fear us pretty soon because, I mean, we don't have a huge number of... The problem is here we have a bunch of small shields that we're not going to use. So, like, our weapon split isn't great, I guess. But we at least have a good amount of spear militia. We can use our treasury, however, to start expanding our retinue. So I think the money we've saved from not using that other camp, or we would have just enough. Do you know what? Let's just go max. So we've got a 12 strong treasury 12 strong treasury, 12 strong retinue right now. Of course we can build out the, what is it? It's the garrison tower. And I think I'm gonna do that. I do like attaching it. I think that looks quite cool. But I want to build this out on the corner here. And that will help us increase our retinue further on, which is going to be pretty integral as we start taking on Hildebolt directly. Having really strong retinues really helps, because I think eventually he will have a few when he has more regions to take advantage of as well. So get someone on this hunting camp. Have that as high priority as well. Just need a little bit more care for our regions. Unfortunately, I've not really looked at the time of year, and these guys are going to be going through winter immediately. But I think that's going to be okay. I mean, hopefully none of them die in winter, but we also need this extra hitching post, which I'm just going to build over here, and we'll get another oxen requested. But I'm really, really pleased here with our... I mean, just the amount of money that we're making here. We do have a bit of taxation, which is bringing things down, but generally things are looking pretty good. I mean, how much are we spending on trade? Exports, imports. We haven't imported anything yet. So we'll see how much that does end up costing us. Where is the ale? So we do want to import that. But that will come eventually. And let's set this work area over there. Maybe let's get someone else on this forester's hut. Looks like we need it. I think I need more people on these on this storehouse actually for distribution, picking things up. And that has fully recovered. We could definitely do... I think I'm actually going to build another hunting camp here. Let's build it just around the corner over here. Yeah, it looks good. As I said, it gives you a bit more space for the pantry. So each hunting camp obviously gets its own pantry where you can store your meat and generic storage for the hides. So that's definitely worth it. I don't want to overwhelm that, but we do have... Ooh, what's disconnected? Is this disconnected? No. Isn't that King's Road? Connect the building to the King's Road. Is it not? Connected to the road network. Huh? Well, it must be because it's selling shoes. I mean, let's rebuild it then. I mean, as far as I understand, any road that's already here is a King's Road. But can always build it down here instead and see if that makes a difference. And what I think I will look to do in this region is start upgrading these to level 3s once we get this trade sorted. I'd love to get that done either this episode or next episode. And we want someone over here working on that. Let's get our supplies put away. We do have the water also being built. And since winter is approaching, I think these guys are going to want a woodcutter's lodge as well. I want to put that a little bit away from this. I think we'll build it over there. Although they don't have houses yet, but I think it is important to have that already. How's this region looking? Okay, so we've got 6. I mean, food isn't looking great, to be honest. We'll get someone on these berries. That will definitely help. I don't have anyone on distribution. And we'll get someone on Woodcutter's Lodge as well. So that should be resolved pretty easily, I think. I don't think we have anything else that's an issue there. Just the lack of people, I think, is always the struggle early on. But you got to keep the people that you do have happy. And as soon as that's built, we'll get that. Get someone on that as well. Okay, they need a market. Oh, hey, it didn't take me 10 minutes to find a market. And I think I'm just gonna build it over here. It's huge. That should be plenty of room. And that tower is slowly getting built. That's what's going to be taking up a bunch of time, I imagine. Since we do have a decent amount of cash, I think I will look to... That's a well. Ooh, I actually did not know that you could upgrade these. Up to 30 burgage plots per well. I had no idea you could upgrade those. Okay, I'm going to upgrade that once some of our other buildings are done. So let's keep an eye on these early plots. So they got their marketplace. Granary and storehouse are looking decent. They have someone on the logging camp, which is going to be helping us with getting all of that necessary timber to build the houses we need in this space. And as soon as that woodcutter's lodge comes in, we'll get someone on that as well. I think actually, very short term, I'm going to have someone on this hunter's camp. Although, I think wild berries as well. Kind of going to have to go around the houses there, though. Oh, I quite like the idea of this, you know, kind of like riverside berry hut. I think that looks quite cool. Could we get a path over there? Oh, I like that. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. We'll do just one tree. Could probably benefit from a path going all the way around this. Like the long way around. Don't want to disturb this area now. But that would definitely help for food consumption. Just wait until we get a little bit more timber there before we build those houses. But I'm pretty happy with this. So we've got 3 regions. We've got so much influence. If we did want to go for this, we're definitely going to be contesting Hildebold. If we want to claim a region away from him, we need double the influence. And I think that's probably where we're going to be going. But we haven't touched our iron deposits yet. Even in this region, well, we just need to get the planks off the ground really there. But as soon as we start building that out, and we just need to grow the number of people that we have. So really growing out our population, especially here. We've sort of stagnated a little bit here because we've been building so many things. But it's great to have our retinue tower almost built. So that will double the retinue we've got. We've now got 12 strong, which is really good. And trade is going very, very well. So at the moment, I'm really, really pleased with this. And we're about to go into winter, into the next episode. So this has been a super quick 23 minutes, but thank you so much for joining. I really hope you're enjoying this series. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.